is Megan Dupree, and today I'm going to tell you about digital citizenship and what I learned in my course on technology. Our digital journey. The first thing that we are going to talk about today is our digital journey. So, I have learned about the importance of digital citizenship throughout this course. And one thing that I've taken away, and perhaps the most important thing that I feel I've learned, is how digital citizenship is connected to the education world and how I can incorporate it into my instruction. Incorporating technology into the classroom should be carefully planned. Introducing the new technology should have a purpose and should enhance learning. Technology should not be used in the classroom just for the sake of using it. The Edutopia article, Making Technology Work, included some thoughtful questions that should be considered before implementing any other technology. The questions are: why I wanted to use the technology, what has not been working, how do I hope this technology will help, how can I make it more relevant to my students, and will it improve student learning? According to the article by Fisher and Joseph, The 6 Fundamentals of Technology Teaching, other questions that I can ask myself will be: will this technology make the lesson more relevant to my students? Does it allow them to do something they could not do without the technology? And will it remove any barriers? These are all great questions because when integrating technology into a lesson, there needs to be a purpose behind it. Digital citizenship is the ability of a person to use technology in an ethical, responsible, respectful, and safe manner. These skills are essential because nothing is truly private online or easily erased. So users must be literate on how to use technology ethically, responsibly, and respectfully. There's been a shift recently where educators have started focusing on the positives of technology and educating students on the do's instead of the don'ts. So according to the ISTE website, digital citizenship is teaching students the do's for the digital world instead of the don'ts. The importance of digital citizenship. In Kristen Matson's article, It's Time to Get Serious About Digital Citizenship, she addresses the problems that educators and parents are experiencing in this new digital world. The problem is how the digital world is constantly evolving, which means the apps, slang, and trends are always changing. Once you get familiar with one app, a new one pops up. Digital citizenship addresses this problem by educating people on the proper way to safely, ethically, and responsibly use digital tools and platforms. Additionally, children are required to use a variety of digital tools at schools, and we need to ensure that we are preparing them to use these tools and others responsibly. This means teaching them digital citizenship so that they can be prepared for whatever challenges they run into online. Key educational areas of digital citizenship. There are several areas of digital citizenship that are very important. So the first one is digital law and ethics, following copyright guidelines and digital laws. These things provide protection for you and other users online. Next would be your digital rights and responsibilities. The rights and responsibilities of users online to follow the digital laws and etiquette, citing sources or reporting information that is inappropriate. You as a digital citizen has a right to certain things like freedom of expression, but as a digital citizen, you are responsible for your time and your interactions online. Another important area is digital commerce. This area is about protecting yourself online, and it's an important area that needs to be addressed because these days most shopping does happen online. Buying and selling responsibly by understanding who you are purchasing from and the laws for selling items online are important. Being aware of how to spot fraudulent sites and other areas are important for protecting your financial information and not sharing it by using certain digital financial tools to pay for items, like, for example, using PayPal instead of directly giving your credit card number. Another important area is digital communication. Understanding the limitations of various communication tools and using the tools responsibly and respectfully online. Digital health and wellness. One important area that I think gets overlooked but has increasingly become an issue within the school system is digital health and well-being. It basically is promoting physical and psychological well-being while using technology. Physical and mental wellness. Listen to your body. For example, if your eyes are tired, take a break. Cut back on the amount of time you spend online. Avoid apps that contribute to a negative mindset. For example, social media can cause a lot of comparison issues for some people. So we must take those things into account when we are spending time online. Another important thing that I've learned throughout this course is the TPAC framework. This is a framework that prepares teachers to integrate technology by understanding the connections between technology, content, and pedagogy. This framework was designed to address the deficits in pedagogical knowledge of how technology could be integrated into the curriculum. Integrating technology within the classroom is often a struggle for teachers who have their hands full keeping up with the new programs and initiatives. Hofer and Harris offer some advice with their learning activity types. These are called LATs. These have been developed for 9 different content areas. The LATs have been organized into 3 column tables by key content, focus, description, and possible technology tools. The hope is that offering access to these LATs organized in this way will help support effective integration of technology. The key focus areas involve activities that are common within that particular content area. These are helpful for educators to use in order to incorporate technology within their curriculum. I've included the link to access them. These are some other great resources that I've learned about through this course. For professional development, they have the ISTE organization, which offers a lot of professional development and PLNs or professional learning networks. Another one is the Louisiana DOE. They had some great resources for places where we can find more professional development on technology. For lessons, I've learned about Common Sense Media or Common Sense Education and Be Internet Awesome. I feel like these 2 are great resources and they give you a variety of information for all the grade levels and all the concerns. Well, that is the end of my presentation. I appreciate you listening and I hope you enjoyed it. Thank you very much.